In the past few days, the CS2 market hasn't been the same. I mean, a lot of people are currently giving up on CS2 investing generally. But the real question, what is happening to the market and what caused all of these prices to drop slightly in price, and is there actually a future for them? M4 Evona's Fate was always kinda desirable skin, right? And up on the Steam market it has been staying very accurate around like 400 euros somewhere in that area and not bouncing a lot, unlike on some other third-party websites where you can buy these for way cheaper. Before the Armory update, a lot of people were speculating and saying that it could be a nice time to sell off your investments, your M4 Fates and stuff, and it was a very nice idea to do that because ever since the price has crashed, a new update did not come out. A lot of people don't have the same trust in CS2 anymore ever since the Gold Trader update, because they have burned a lot of money. For those who had like regular knives, they've dropped like half in price, at least most of them, and for some people it was enough to quit this game, for example, and never return to it just because the trust is not the same, and I completely understand it. And to be honest, I was also kinda affected by it because I had a lot of knives, right? But I was kinda lucky that I've sold most of my knives before the Gold Trader update. I was kinda lucky. I was like, I don't need so many knives, and I was like having around like 3 or 4 knives at this time. As you can see, when the M4 Fate came out, it was worth around like 384 euros. That's at least the lowest it went. Right when it was released on a new Armory day, after 1 week it has been sold for 1200 euros. So you can only imagine how much the new Armory items could be worth when Valve actually releases them, because every single, or at least a lot of people, are waiting for that Armory update for the new collections, the Spy and Tech collection and the Anubis themed collection as well. We'll see where it goes. It has reached like all of a sudden 760 euros. It could have been a great time to sell these, but as you can see, it always bounces around like to 400 euros somewhere in that area, and I think the prices will settle around this area, even though throughout all this time the supply of these doubled. But this doesn't mean that the price is gonna drop if the demand is gonna be there. That if we had a supply of 40,000, it was priced around like 500 euros, and currently it's priced around 400 with the supply being doubled. So if the supply doubles again, I still think it could be a great investment. That's at least my opinion upon it, and it's a bold take, I understand, but I do really think that this skin is really liquid. I know that this light blue mil-spec skin, the AK-47 Crossfade, is quite expensive. It's from the graphic design collection, and this one is in a factory new condition, but the best part about these AKs is they're super limited. They got used up in trade-ups quite a lot over the last couple of weeks, and in the future I think it can rise even more. If you can find some nice floats in the factory new condition as well, definitely go for them. Before, they've been selling on the Steam community market around for like 16 euros, currently around 10ish, and on third-party websites you can find these way cheaper. So definitely has a lot of potential. Not a lot of people enjoy this skin, but I do see the potential, and right now I think it's still a good entry point since the whole market is currently down. And also, we're currently giving away this M4 Evona's Solitude, the limited edition item, if you want to participate and win this skin. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, leave a thumbs up on this video, comment something down below, and make sure that your Steam trade link is in your YouTube description so I can see the trade link and send you the skin right away. I wish to all of you the best of luck, and let's get right into the next investment on our list. Also, to be honest, this is also a really nice skin that no one is pretty much using, the Nova Red Quartz from the Train 20 and 21 collection. A direct trade up to the Mac 10 Propaganda. If you don't know, the Mac 10 Propaganda has risen in price by a lot. The factory new condition costs like what, 290 euros on a Steam community market, and on third-party websites around 200. This one's obviously way cheaper. This is the factory new condition on Steam, going around for 25 with some buy orders easily, even for 20 is possible. I absolutely love it. I would be using it myself as a play skin. It looks very beautiful in my opinion. Here's an interesting question, and it is, does the SSG Acid Fate has the potential to return back to its all-time highs? A lot of people are saying that it's not possible, but the supply of these is only decreasing. I mean, the lower floats got kinda nerfed up on these, which is unfortunate if you ask me. I mean, as a play skin, it's definitely a huge W for me, and it's also not expensive at all. The factory new condition up on these costs around like only $1 on the Steam community market. And this skin has also been selling for 3.58 euros previously, which is also a huge drop off in price. On third-party websites you could find these way cheaper for sure. Here's an interesting take as well. The M4 Evona's Black Lotus from the Kilowatt collection is very price-wise a nice investment in my opinion. It's in the factory new condition, costs around like 24 euros on the Steam community market, and on third-party websites probably even cheaper. There's not a lot of CS2 skins in the game that have been so expensive at the start and actually stayed around the same price area for a very long time. The possibility of it going lower is always there, so definitely be very careful. But I think in the future these could be very nice skins. Obviously the supply of these is super huge because this is an active drop pool case, right? And in the future, once it gets removed from the active drop pool, I could see the prices going higher, just because compared to the fracture case, you can see how well it's performing right now. Big price increase, but not only the fracture case, there's several other active drop pool cases that have been discontinued, and you can see up on the graphs that they're improving. I mean, just like the recoil case as well here has been worth around like 30 cents, and we're currently up to 60, somewhere in that area. I mean, that's a nice double up in price. You don't always need to sell your investments up on Steam, but it always depends what your end goal is. But also the snakebite case, for example, you can see the graph went up quite significant in price over the course of just a few weeks, which is absolutely amazing in my opinion. Ever since this case has been discontinued, I mean, we've been at around 80 cents before. The price has been dropping as well. It was also like 20 cents at a certain time. I mean, generally cases are one of the best investments in the game right now in my opinion. I'm not the biggest sticker investor in CS2, maybe it will change in the future, but I wanted to mention the 9Z Team Glitter Antwerp 2022 sticker. I will be applying it on some of my guns as well. It's absolutely beautiful in my opinion. I think it does have a strong potential. As you can see up on the graph, these stickers have been quite cheap, to be honest, and stickers are very volatile in CS2. This is always like that. You need to be accountable for that, because stickers are at the end of the day not the safest investment, and that's why it cannot be the best one. That's why you should stick to cases. But I just wanted to mention this sticker on third-party website. I've been seeing it selling for like what, €1.20, but the sticker market hasn't been ever since the same. The last couple of updates kind of ruined it, but I think in the future it could definitely change again, because at the end of the day I don't see a lot of people using sticker slabs. They still apply stickers to their guns, which is kind of a good sign, and in the future there could be way more crafts. The AK-47 Crane Flat from the new Dead Hand collection, in my opinion, surprised me a lot. Yes, it's a beautiful looking skin, but I was not expecting the demand and that a lot of people actually like it. And up on the market it has pretty much stabilized in price. Over the next few weeks I don't see it changing a lot. That's because it's very desirable in the terminals. It's also staying high in price, and a lot of people are actually buying them, which makes the price kind of go up even higher. I think it's a beautiful skin for sure. You can match it with a lot of loadouts as well. The minimal wear condition is selling around for like 60 euros, which could be the sweet spot, but the price on third-party websites could be even cheaper. You should definitely check out for yourself. Yes, it's not the most beautiful looking AK, but for some people it actually is. And yes, it's from the Sport and Field collection, which is currently getting a lot of hate just because it hasn't been removed. The demand for these is slowly going down, but the supply is only increasing until Valve actually removes this collection, or at least announces it being discontinued. I don't see the price rising by a lot, so that's why I think it's a great opportunity to enter the market and go for some olive polycams. This one is in a factory new condition. We've been selling for €2.39 previously, then we've dropped all the way down to 70 to 80 cents, which you could find these right now probably on third-party websites, which is kind of decent investments. That's at least my opinion upon it. Always make your research up on these investments, and if you're interested in more CS2 investment videos, definitely go ahead and watch my other videos and join our Discord. The link will be down in the description.